Virgin Galactic, urgent action is asked for and required once again by my viewers, by our members, and this is what happened this morning. One of our biggest investors, Tim Rogers, asked me to do this. Good morning, Martyn. Take a poll on whether we should go after the board of Virgin Galactic to make the CEO more transparent in terms of marketing the company, brand via print or commercials for the company. He also went on to say, we need to put pressure on the board to hold the CEO and Eric Kearney, my dear friend Eric Kearney, accountable for their lack of marketing execution for public awareness and excitement. It's time to get the board involved with the stock price. I have to agree, but I'm going to be completely impartial as I don't own the stock. I only own the S&P, so I am completely unbiased and impartial. All I care about is Virgin Galactic success, my viewers, my members. That's it. It's not about my subscribers, not about how much money I make, not whether the stock price is up, down, left or right. Makes no difference to me whatsoever. But I do care about Virgin Galactic. Thank you, Tim. Just gave me a super chat. And I do care about my viewers. I do care about what Virgin Galactic are doing. I love the mission, but I don't like the management. The reason for this is I've been speaking, as you know, to Eric Kearney for about, I think, 5 or 6 meetings. On the last meeting, I got very frustrated with him, was very critical of him, and he doesn't like being criticized. He's more interested in talking about GameStop pump and everything else. And last night in the earnings, which again has disappointed the shareholder, we anticipate the stock price going to 128, if not under $1. And I've shared you the reasons why. We've given you the charts why, the intrinsic value. We've given you everything you need to know around this stock. And it was quite clear and apparent, as I expressed after the live earnings last night. We discussed it for half an hour. If you've not yet listened to that, go and check that out. Click above my head, down below in the description. I said to you, and I revealed to you all the information that Eric Kearney shared with me. And it's quite clear to me that even though the company is moving forward with Delta, all of that is great. They have no concern or worry about the stock price being so low. They don't care. It seems to me they want the stock price to go lower. There's never any news on the earnings about exciting the buying public, the retail investors. It seems they want the stock price to go lower for the benefit of BlackRock. I know that sounds horrible, but when I have spent hours talking to Eric Kearney, and every time he talks to me as an investor, even though I say I'm not, all he does is talk and gives me lip service. He just goes through the motions, phones up the investors, even though I'm not an investor, I'm media, and does the same old thing, the same old rah-rah, no new information, only information we already publicly know, never wanting to go on camera, never wanting me to film or record our meetings. Everything is always very difficult, disrespecting my audience, doesn't even think it matters about the retail investor. And I know this because I did what he asked me to do, and the live flight, I broke it up into chapters so he could go and see what I'd said about Virgin Galactic, and they never came back to me. They only want me to report on what they put on X. Now it's all about these flipping diaries. It's rubbish. Virgin Galactic has done something amazing and people love the product. The customer loves the product. The company could be great, but the board want to drive the stock price down. I am fully behind this. I offered to work for them for free to replace their rubbish marketing team. They don't want to take me up on it. It doesn't matter to me. My channel is growing 1,000 subscribers a week, and we're going to be the biggest investment channel within about 5, 6, 7 years in the world, our rate of growth. I care all about my viewers and my audience and the investors and Virgin Galactic. I do not care about Eric Kearney's pension. I do not care about Michael Cole-Glazier's pension. They don't seem to mind the stock price is going down. They don't seem to care. And when I asked Eric Kearney about the share price continually going down, he said to me, and I quote, "It doesn't seem that bad right now in the current financial climate." And I replied, "What the hell are you talking about? You are literally expecting it to go down. You are literally underselling it. You are literally giving up on the price. That is absolutely ridiculous." He said to me, "In the current climate, I think we're doing all right. We're doing all right. You should fire yourself." Because if I share with you my portfolio of the S&P, not Virgin Galactic, let's come out of that. Let me share with you my portfolio, what the actual market is actually doing over the last year. That's what the market has actually done over the last year. I'm up 13%. What the heck are you talking about? It's okay, the share price is at 170. The share price is about to go under $1. You're about to be delisted. Is that what you want? And his answer was, the share price is okay. We're quite okay with the share price where it is. We think it's all right considering the current financial climate. What a lot of rubbish. We've been in a bull market now for over a year. Absolute tripe. The board are rubbish. The board should be fired. Eric Kearney is rubbish, okay? He's driving your stock price down. So Tim Rogers, a big investor in Virgin Galactic, said to me this: take a poll. Should we contact the board? I'm not going to contact Eric Kearney again. I'm not going to email him ever again. He's a waste of my time. Complete and utter lip service. He just turns up and goes through the same old rubbish he does with all the other investors. Not interested. He was more interested in talking about how the GameStop pumped when he worked there. I haven't got time for rubbish. I haven't got time to talk about GameStop and pumping silly stuff like that. So I'm not going to do any of this, Tim. What I am going to do is put this video out. This video, I guarantee you, will trend and do very, very well on YouTube, and they'll get to hear about it. And what will happen is the stock price will continue to fall, and eventually, people will take action, because as shareholders, we can vote. And we need to vote. We need to vote and get Eric, and we need to get some of the board thrown out, because they don't seem to care about the share price. They have achieved their goals in building the bloody thing, and that's great. But to disrespect the shareholder, never promote the stock, never talk about buybacks. When the stock is on its arse, they could buy the shares and fix the problem. But also they could bring up some celebrities to try to get the attention on the stock. They've refused to do that. When I spoke to him about that, all astronauts are the same. We don't want to make anyone special on the flight. You literally want the stock price to go down the toilet. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. However, that's what they're doing. And that has been picked up by you, our investors, and that's why you're asking me to make this video. So, be under no illusion. I don't need anyone to subscribe to me for Virgin Galactic. I don't need you to watch my video. I don't need the stock to go up, down, or sideways. I don't own it. In fact, my biggest audience is other stocks. Virgin Galactic now is about 10th on my list of popular videos on my channel. It's not the highest anymore by any means. So I've got no incentive whatsoever. So for those on Reddit right now, Martyn Lucas is upset. I don't care less. I care about my viewer, the investor, and I want to see the company successful. And for the company to be successful, we need to get rid of Eric Kearney, and we need to get rid of others who work on the board. They're doing a terrible job when it comes to the investors, disrespecting and the share price. And if we're not careful, the share price is going to go under $1, and it could go under $1 today. So there it is. Are you happy? You might go, great, I'll buy it for $1 then. Be careful, because if it gets delisted, it's got a reverse split, and that will never end well. Anyway, there you go. Click above my head for all the links. I will give you the links for the earnings last night, my argument at the end, to, what I explained Eric Kearney. And also give you the links as well for when I met Eric Kearney and the interviews I had. Unfortunately, not recorded. He won't go on air. He won't let me record him. All I can do is tell you what he said, and I will tell you what he said. Down below in the description as well, you'll find all the links over there, and I'll post as much of it over here as I can. Share this video. Are you happy with the share price continually going down? Are you happy with Virgin Galactic? Then say something about it. That's what you're looking at. 83% over time. Are you happy? I'm not happy because you're not happy. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Please get involved. For your sake. Not the benefit of me or my channel, any other part of it. For your sake. Virgin Galactic has no competition now, but it will in the future, and it'll be left behind. It needs to get the share price up. It needs to get attention. And if it doesn't, it's going to be destroyed, just like Virgin Orbit did. They drove it into the ground. The only person to walk away with any money was, of course, Richard Branson. There it is. The rest is up to you. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.